To Reverend Ed Trevors, John and Weaver, Roseman, California. What's going on? All right, Rev. I saw the commercial a few days ago during the Super Bowl. I looked at it and I didn't think anything about it except, okay, you had a organization out there trying to teach Christian values a bit. I saw the title of it saying, "He Gets Us." And then this particular commercial, and I didn't know and I didn't care at the time who produced the damn thing. All I saw was a message: Jesus gets us. And that tells me a lot right there that I needed to know. It wasn't about hatred, it was about somebody above who'd been through our shoes one way or another, got us through actions and inactions of others. I guess maybe Jesus was aware of what was going on down here, and he still gets us. Regardless of the differences that we, in the walls that we put up, he still gets us one way or another. And he still calls for us to wash each other's feet. An act of humility. And it reminds me of one particular show I watched for a long while, where one angel was washing a homeless guy's feet because she didn't get it until she had to walk through his shoes, almost quite literally. And then she saw how bad his feet were. And she still performed her heavenly act of bestowing God's grace upon him by washing his feet in total humiliation. And she wanted forgiveness for some of the stuff that she had done and said, things that she had learned. The guy forgave her. It mattered. It mattered. That it stuck that episode in the back of my head on that one. I saw the commercial. I didn't see it as a judgmental situation over here. But apparently there's been a lot of outrage between the right and the left on this one. There's corporations trying to say this, they're trying to say that, they're trying to do this. Well, I didn't get the message because I didn't get the message. I don't know why. I got a message. Didn't matter where the hell we were coming from. God still loved us anyway, regardless what the hell was going on. And even though we use the form of Jesus in the situation over here, Jesus still gets us. Yeah, well, I hope so. Despite the fact that we may have religious and cultural differences, he still gets us. We don't have to be all Christians, but we can still be all God's kids, God's people, trying to treat each other with respect and dignity. And we deal with things with humbleness and humility. I may not be going out in town washing people's feet, but in a way, if I could be of service. And to me, I'm looking at things as being service. When you're when you're a caregiver, you give of yourself. I mean, there's paid services out there, but your intention and your heart is still being of service. Me, there was no other way of not being in service. But if you had a paid job, that was the thing. I was looking for the damn money, and that's what I got. If money is all you love, and that's what you receive. A hell of a message to get from Star Wars, from the princess to Han Solo, regarding a rescue that already happened. She wanted to recruit him for the rebellion. All he wants is the money to pay back Jabba so he can keep the Falcon and to keep his freedom and his life going. But there were more things beyond that than he realized. More beyond what we can see and understand. Higher in ability. Something of a higher calling than we realize. And everything else seems to be out to get you until you get to that top, and then everybody else still out to get you because you still don't understand what the hell you did. But after you did it, right? Washing of feet is is basically putting yourself into a place of humility and humbleness and of grace, I guess. Because I guess this is the portions where God can actually do some of his best stuff is by people trying to service each other and trying to be what God's kids are supposed to be. Not a nuisance, but a blessing towards each other. A needed help. We keep forgetting that. We want the immediate results. We want expectations. We want our reward. What is our reward? Okay, you're going to ask me, what was my reward? I saw a message and I thought it was simple. I thought it was simple. Maybe I'm maybe I'm the blind and deaf one that didn't get it. But a simple act of washing of feet like that. We're not just talking about the physical action here. I mean, some people could probably do that if they wanted to. But it's giving of themselves. To be empathetic and caring about another human being, even just for a split second or for a moment. Just to treat them as someone in need and someone who's unequal and doesn't need to be worshipped, but does need help. Or a demonstration that, I am no better than you are, but you need help if I can. If I can be of assistance, if I can be of service. If I can just look at you as someone who is worthwhile like I am, not trying to lord it over people left and right like I've seen a lot of people. There's something of simplicity concerning about this. And there was an expression I used a lot in my lifetime. In simplicity there is complexity, and complexity there is simplicity. I thought it sounded ridiculous, but I kept the damn thing in the first place. Something simple, there's something complex in the whole damn thing. Yet the complex order, if you're looking at one particular viewpoint, is simple. Simple. How do you get that? Because it takes a mindset for it. It had taken me a long time just to figure that crap out. Not so many sessions, not so many words, it's just something inside that you touch upon. Christ wasn't looking for rewards. Neither was God. He wanted us to treat each other with dignity, respect, humility, humbleness, gratitude, love. I mean, yeah, there are different, probably forms of love out there in the first place. Maybe different levels. Like, I love chips. Well, okay, you got an addiction to chips, that's one thing. Me and my dog, I love her a great deal. It's not that I want to keep her around because I think she's a cool puppy or a cool dog or an ancient dog. No, because I have an attachment to her. She means the world to me, and I'll do anything and everything I can for her if I can. A simple stranger needing help. Maybe somebody needing help across the street, working slower than people screaming and yelling at them. Doesn't help much. Sometimes I have to be a traffic cop. Let them hit me instead of hit the other person. Until the other person gets across. Then you can hit me. I won't like it. I won't like the pain, but the other person made it across. Sacrifices. We sacrifice our own dignity and our own respect, to be humble and humiliated, to be of service. We sacrifice our pride, our envy, our elitism, or whatever kind of ego trip we've got. We give it up at the altar. So you want it? You got it. I don't need this anymore. Teach me. I want to be teachable. I want to learn. I'm eager. And this way we're learning about ourselves. If I could take that message from that particular commercial, screw the damn people or entity or made damn commercial, in itself, of saying that Jesus gets us. That I take and I incorporate it into myself because, yes, somewhere out there, doesn't matter where or how the message is delivered, if it's delivered, we always keep saying God works in mysterious ways, right? We've always said it to ourselves and older generations to the younger generations. If we actually listen, they're bothered to listen. That God works in different ways than we understand. Maybe he's got different avenues of trying to get the message across to us one way or another. Does a scatter shot, blanket, do a blitz on a football field. He's going to get that ball. He's going to score a touchdown. In order to do that, he needs to get the ball away from the other team. So we got to tackle until we get to the fourth quarter. And if they're not puntable, they're still out of range, well, either they punt or they go forward. It's the only two options in football. And there's a chance they'll be able to lose it, have the ball intercepted somehow. Different variations, different strategies. So think of it as one thing. The message is a way of getting something across to our thick skulls. Even if it has to be created by a multi-million-dollar firm, throwing in $1 million or so, probably $7 million, to get a message across to us. We already spent billions with a B, on shooting pieces of crap in the sky. We've got streaking pieces of metal with etchings and voices and pictures out in deep space, landing on planets and on asteroids, circling the Earth, billions and billions and billions. We're worried about $7 million of trying to get a message down to our throats over here? I'm going to worry about that damn shit? It's bad enough the independents out there are having a conniption fit. There's a couple of people I know that are having conniption fits. In fact, a few more out there are still having conniption fits. It's like, my God, don't you know about this message? I don't get it. And this other company over here spent millions. Don't you know what they're trying to do and trying to tell you? They're trying to send this message over to you. Yeah, I understand that one. I don't get it because I'm not a Christian. Why am I supposed to understand that damn thing in the first place? And I know in your particular video thing, you're still trying to struggle with that situation there. How come people just don't get it? A message is coming across, doesn't matter how. I only saw part of your message before I put a stop on the damn thing. I was just saying, okay, I gotta do the opposite research on this one here. And Rev, this is what I did. I mean, I looked at some of the stuff. I remember that there was a couple of guys that you watched from time to time. Well, a lot of times on the independents who would represent either independent or slightly left. And then they would talk about this right-wingers going insane over this one. Well, I didn't see any reactions just yet, but I know they're coming. So I did a little bit of research on that one. And one particular video popped up, and there was this one schmuck. It was like, I don't get it, I don't get, I. Like, yeah, okay, you definitely don't get it because you're going, I. And you're not going to get it. It wasn't meant for you. If you didn't get it, it wasn't meant for you. Why is it that some things that we come across, we get, and other things just completely bypass us. Why is that? I don't know, Rev. I really don't know. Maybe there are certain forms of messages out there that just try to tell us in one form or another that, we're okay, we're loved, but we should also spread and share that love one way or another. The milk of human kindness. Something. I worry a great deal about the state of the world and then realize I have absolutely zero control over what the hell is going on with all these damn people. And I can go bonkers. I mean, I can go thermonuclear on this one here, Rev. I can be just like every other damn. Well, if I'm going to be using terminology like that, I mean, I could use a Yiddish term on that one for an insult, but you would get it. How about an ass? I prefer schmuck. Horse's ass. And yeah, I could be a real horse's ass and start belly aching and dooming people and pointing a finger and, well, I don't get it, I don't know, and I'm just going crazy at this point over here, spreading my I gotta spread it out, whatever it is, I gotta spread it out. It's like a contagion. I have to touch him. I have to do this. Wait, wait a second, Rev. Hold that thought. Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Planet of Slave Girls two-parter. And the villain. A character called Khalil. Palance. Jack Palance. I will spread my viewpoints across the galaxy. I am Khalil, you must obey me. See the fingertips red. If I touch you, you will die. See the glowing red tips here. I am drawing all your energy here. I am Khalil. You will obey me. There's a lot of things I use this thing a great deal on. And it's like, if we're going to be doing this crap to people left and right, we've lost our minds, dude. I know I've lost mine a long time ago. I don't think I've actually had it. And if I did, it would scare the living crap out of me at this point. So, I'm going to send this one out to you. And I'm simply going to say, I get the message. I may be weak, idle-brained, or something else that other people call me and go, at me. I can do the same damn thing to them. But the problem is, I get the message, and they didn't. And if I got the message received. And I'm not going to stress. However, Reverend, if you actually did happen to see the fingers turn red coming towards you, just do what Captain Buck Rogers did. Confront the damn situation, and the guy shrinks down, and then everybody else starts pouncing on the poor schmuck. I love a show to watch, I'll tell you that much. I remember that back in my youth.